Alright, what's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan. Let's get right into Oberon. I'm just going to show you how I set it up, talk to you about it, and yeah, let's do it. And let's get right into Oberon here on his setup. As you can see, I'm at 4 Forma. This is where I'm happy with. I probably, you know, as always, will make changes here and there based off of new mods that come up and trying out different things. But this setup here allows me to utilize all of his abilities. Some, obviously, because we're talking power strength, are going to be better than others. However, I've got no negative, and so I'm going to get all the basics out of it, and I'm going to be able to utilize the range and the efficiency and duration, and everything is going to work well for me. In terms of energy siphon, of course, is what I really like on this. I'm using sure-footed. It's one of my favorite mods. I'm glad that it fits in the Excella slot. The chance to resist knockdown is, it's not just knockdown. I mean, you're talking about 60% chance to resist being knocked down randomly. 60% chance that when a bombard hits you with, you know, a bomb or a grenade or whatever, the rocket, where it rockets, that you're not going to be knocked down. You'll still be standing. There'll be a chance to block it, basically. You know, chance to go through lasers through doors without taking damage or getting knocked down. Chance for infested when they go to try to grab you, that they can't grab you. I mean, there's a million things that sure-footed is great at resisting that makes it such a powerful mod. Okay, but when we're looking at it, we're going to use blind rage, fleet, and intensify. I'm sorry. And my blind rage is still plus 72%, plus intensify give me that 102% increase. So there's why I got the 202%, and I really like it that way. I've never felt the need to go any higher than this in terms of blind rage. That way it's easy for me to offset that power efficiency, and I simply do that by a 40% power efficiency here, which is the fleeting expertise, where I lose 40% duration, but again, we can offset that as well. And I'm using prime continuity, so I got a plus 50%, not maxed, but this is where I'm perfectly happy with it. No need to go any higher for me for that extra 5%. That's not going to make a damn bit of difference. So we get a nice duration. We get our standard duration plus a little bit extra, which works really good for hallowed ground, for your renewal as well. Okay, because they do have time-based things. We've got prime flow. If you have it, it's great. Obviously, it gives you an extra 100 in the power pool at 250%. Again, not max, but doesn't need to be. I'm going to use a 30% streamline, so basically I got a 70% efficiency here, knowing that the 75% is your cap, but because we're losing 40% efficiency, I'm still keeping a 30% efficiency. I want a little efficiency for when I'm utilizing his fourth ability, of course. Okay, and then we're going to blow it up with vitality and vigor for the health. I'm not too concerned about shield capacity here. I'm all concerned about health. And of course, we know with renewal we can renew that health in 1075 health pool. We've got a nice armor pool here of 150. I did try putting in with armored agility. However, yes, I brought up my armor in a little bit, but it wasn't enough to justify the difference in the health loss. So that's why I went back over here to vigor. Otherwise, the only other thing to really talk about is your playstyle. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You've got to obviously watch your players, your teammates, and see when they're down on health, so you know when to slap off renewal, because renewal is not instant. It's not Trinity. It's not meant to be instant, and the farther away they are from you, the longer it's going to take for them to be healed, if it gets to that point. So, team-based, definitely. But your power, strength, is a key here in terms of playing him and using his smite and reckoning. Now, I prefer smite more than I do reckoning, because smite is spammable. I can knock out the targets. They can take the radiation damage. They get confused. They get everything, and it just does what it's supposed to. And of course, reckoning is, you know, on top of that. I currently have no slots for the augments that are in here. Smite Infusion, which is, you know, fine when you have friends with you. Hallowed Eruption, never really liked this mod, as most of you know from my video. Hallowed Reckoning is nice. If you want to put that in there, you feel free. You can. I mean, you could replace, you know, Streamline. You'd still have 100% efficiency. Then you'd have the Hallowed Reckoning, and you'd get the extra armor increase and damage buffs over 10 seconds, which is actually not bad. But I still think this particular mod needs a little bit of adjustments before it's perfect. But for now, this is where I'm at. If you have comments or questions below, anytime, I'm glad to answer them for you. Until the next episode, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you soon.